Now, in connection to this, when it comes to the motion of no confidence, the total time that has been allotted is 12 hours. That's an update for you. 12 hours is now given for the no motion confidence. When it comes to the BJP, they have total MPs numbering 300. 6 hours and 41 minutes have been allotted. When it comes to the Congress, they have a total of 50 MPs. 1 hour and 9 minutes has been allotted. When it comes to the DMK, the total number of MPs is 24. They have been allotted a total of 30 minutes for the discussion. Now, the All India Trinamool Congress, remember they have 23 MPs. They have been allotted 29 minutes. When it comes to the YSRCP, and they have 22 MPs, they've been given 29 minutes. Now, when it comes to the Shiv Sena, they have a total of 19 MPs and they have been allotted 24 minutes. That is the entire breakdown of how the debate is going to happen and how many minutes or hours rather is going to be given to each party. Now we're going to be crossing over to CNN News 18's Pallavi Ghosh to get us more on this. Pallavi, over to you.
So the allotment of time is actually on the basis of the strength of the party, and the bigger the party, the more the number of MPs they send, that is the time which is allotted to them, and they expected to stick to their time, and the speaker essentially oversees that. If you're going to talk about a no confidence motion, it spills over 3 days, begins today at around noon, ends by around 4 to 5 p.m. on 10th, which is with the Prime Minister's response. What the opposition wants, particularly the India Front opposition, is that the Prime Minister must be present in the House during the no confidence motion, which is today or tomorrow, today and tomorrow as well. Tomorrow we can expect a small intervention by the Home Minister, who essentially will do a recap of what the situation is on the ground. Now, we all know the numbers have stacked heavily in favor of the government, so there's no danger of the government falling, because that's what usually no confidence motion means. But why is it then that the India Front opposition is going ahead with a no confidence motion? Because they want to score this point that, we've compelled the Prime Minister to come to Lok Sabha and speak on the Manipur issue, from something from which he has been shying away from. But when you are in election season and running up to Lok Sabha elections, every political party is going to use the occasion to kind of campaign for itself, to create that pitch for 2024. Opposition parties certainly will project the government as one which is anti-people, fanatic, and doesn't care about the people's feelings, dividing people. The government, I think, is going to use it to showcase the various development schemes they've done and how the opposition is basically cobbled together in an act of desperation, unlikely people with corruption charges on them.
Now, Pallavi, when it comes to the opposition and their numbers, as you mentioned, they don't have enough. Is there any divide when it comes to the opposition and this no confidence motion?
Well, you're right, absolutely, because see, on one hand, we are going to have the BJP or the NDA, on the other hand, you are going to have India Front. But there are parties which are somewhere in between, like the BJD, by the YSR Congress. Interesting to see how they play out. Like yesterday, we saw in Rajya Sabha on the Delhi Ordinance Bill, these two political parties actually sided with the government. I think in the case of the no confidence motion, they've already made it very clear that they don't agree with this motion and therefore they're going to vote for the government. So the BJP tomorrow can always raise this question that you talk about opposition unity, but parties which have a large number of MPs which belong to big states like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, they are not even a part of your opposition front. So what kind of claim you are making of representing the opposition? Second, the India Front opposition has gone on record to say that they would want to reach out to, and they have been reaching out to like-minded parties, but in this case, it's very clear they haven't been getting that positive response, again, which gives a narrative to the BJP against the India Front opposition.
All right, Pallavi, do stay with us. We're going to listen in to what Union Minister Anurag Thakur had to say.
बाहर झूठ बोलने की आदत कुछ राजनीतिक दल के नेताओं को है। वो शायद ये भूल गए कि सदन के अंदर ये चलता नहीं, सदन नियमों से चलता है, हल्ले गुल्ले से नहीं चलता। और आप देश को जितना मर्जी भ्रमित करने का प्रयास करते, लोकसभा राज्यसभा में दोनों में इनकी पोल खुली है। आम आदमी पार्टी जिस तरह से कहती थी गैर संवैधानिक ये बिल है, कल जिस तरह से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी तिल मिला रहे थे और उनके बाकी लोग बाहर, तो कुछ लोग अंदर गलत जानकारी देकर सदन को गुमराह कर रहे थे, ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि किस तरह से किसी भी स्तर तक गिरने का काम ये लोग करते हैं, जो चिंताजनक है।
Now we're crossing back over to CNN News 18 senior editor Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, so one thing that everybody is keeping an eye on is Rahul Gandhi, because he was just reinstated as a member of parliament yesterday and he is going to be opening the debate for the Congress today.
Right. I mean, the motion was moved, as we all know, by Gaurav Gogoi. So he may at most stand up and say, okay, this is the motion I'm moving. are being told by Rahul Gandhi, and that's going to be about noon. See, behind this also there's a political plan of the Congress. One, they are playing up his disqualification in the past as they did, as kind of trying to silence the voice of a person who questions the Prime Minister. Second, his return as a member of Parliament. Again, we saw yesterday all those pictures projected as a victory of truth, a win for Rahul Gandhi. Now they are going to use, and they will use, the Rahul Gandhi speech inside Lok Sabha as yet another point where he can make a pitch for his campaign for 2024 and that of the Congress party also for the Lok Sabha election.
Now, beyond Rahul Gandhi and Nishikant Dubey, who are going to be opening it for either side, who else is going to be speaking when it comes to
The former
the
Congress
discussion?
party. So each one of the political parties are choosing their speakers very carefully and with a purpose. For example, I'm going to give quick examples. For example, the Congress party has chosen Manish Tiwari, who's a lawyer who has been speaking on the Manipur issue and who is quite aware of the security issues as well. We also will have Deepak Baij, who is going to be speaking. Deepak Baij is a tribal leader. He's a member of parliament from Bastar in Chhattisgarh, which is a poll-bound state. But Manipur has a large number of tribes. So that's one concern which I think Deepak Baij is going to use to reach out to. Now look at the choice from the BJP. Smriti Irani, who defeated Rahul Gandhi in Amethi, she'll be speaking out. Her core attack will be obviously on Rahul Gandhi. Jyotiraditya Scindia, one of the best friends of Rahul Gandhi, and who's now joined the BJP. Again, he's going to be one of the speakers. And yesterday we heard what Nishikant Dubey really had to say on the news click issue, accusing the Congress of actually hobnobbing the Chinese. Kakuli Dastidar, who herself has been to Manipur recently as a part of the delegation. She's going to be the speaker for the Trinamool Congress. So choice of speakers are very important, significant, and that's how they have been chosen.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us those very important details. Remember, that important discussion is going to begin at 12 with